What if Shaq and Kobe stayed together? Now, we all know the infamous beef between Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal that led to Shaq getting dealt to the Miami Heat in July of 2004. Kobe did not like the work ethic of Shaq, even though they won 3 straight titles and made 4 straight NBA Finals. So the Lakers ended up trading Shaq to Miami. Obviously, he won a ring with D-Wade, and then he kind of fell off a cliff. Now, Kobe, he struggled for a while, but then he won back-to-back titles with the Lakers, and the rest is history. But what if they stayed together and never broke up? What if they had a very thoughtful and caring marriage for the rest of their NBA careers? How many NBA championships would they win? Would they win 5 straight? Maybe 7 straight? Maybe Kobe would have more rings than Michael Jordan. I don't have those answers, but we are definitely going to find out here in NBA 2K24. Kobe, of course, is a 97 overall, 24 years old, still very young. Shaq is a bit older. He is 30, still a 97 in the prime of his career, and they are fresh off a three-peat as they swept the Nets in the finals last season. They also beat the Sixers and then the Pacers. We're going to be finding out how good a duo of Shaq and Kobe could have been if they never departed after, I think they spent 1 more year together, or maybe 2, and then they left. And basically, we're just going to simulate up until Shaq retires because he is 30 years old. Kobe still has a good, 15 years in him. And they are both going to be playing for the Lakers for their entire NBA career, and we're going to see how good of a duo they could be if they never left each other. Let's find out. Shaq is going to go ahead and win the MVP, averaging 34 a game. I believe that is his second MVP of his career. It is. Still 31 years old. He's got a good maybe 3-4 years left of his prime, and these are by far the best numbers he has ever averaged. 34, 15, and 3 a game. The Rookie of the Year is going to go to Yao Ming, the 6th man to Bobby Jackson, the DPOY to Ben Wallace. Shaq would obviously make the first team. Kobe is going to end up making the second team as he averages 33, 7, and 5 a game. Obviously, Shaq's going to lead the NBA in scoring. Allen Iverson was not far behind with 30 a game. Tracy McGrady averaged 32. Vince Carter was up there, 27. Kobe, 33. As the Lakers obviously are going to grab the 1 seed, they went 57 and 25. San Antonio was not far behind though. They won 50 games. Wait a minute. How did the Phoenix Suns end up being 3rd in the West even though San Antonio won 50 games? And just like in real life, we are going to match up against the Pistons in the finals in 2003 as the Lakers have made their 4th finals in a row. Now we're going up against guys like Chauncey Billups. Richard Hamilton is there. Obviously, Ben Wallace, the reigning Defensive Player of the Year. Whoa. Why is Kobe a 92? He was a 96 to start the season. Kobe actually has a broken left finger, and he's day-to-day. That's why he's now a 92 and not a 94. I mean, absolutely no surprise here as the Lakers are going to go on, and they actually swept the Pistons in the finals. I don't know why Chauncey Billups is celebrating with the Lakers, but we would absolutely dominate the Pistons in the finals, and Shaq and Kobe are going to get 4 straight here in the early 2000s, doing something they could not do in real life. I believe they actually lost to the Pistons in one of the most embarrassing fashions imaginable, as Phil Jackson is going to raise that Larry O'Brien trophy yet again. How many rings does he have now? I don't even know. I've lost count, and the finals MVP is going to go to Shaq for 4 years in a row. I believe the only player ever to do so. For the finals, Shaq is going to average 36, 13, and 3, easily the finals MVP as we did sweep the Pistons. The NBA assist leader, John Stockton, has retired after 19 seasons, as well as Jordan. He's out of here after 15. I mean, he averaged 24 last season at 30, actually 40 years old, so he could probably play another year or 2 if he wanted. What did John Stockton average here? Only 9 and 7. Yeah, he's kind of washed at this point. LeBron is going to end up going 1st overall to the Nuggets. Carmelo Anthony has gone to the Pistons. They should have took him in real life over Darko. D-Wade's gone to the Jazz. Chris Bosh has gone to the Magic. Jason Kidd is going to re-sign with the Nets for 5 more years. Gary Payton is actually going to leave the Supersonics and join the Jazz. Kobe now is up to a 97 overall. Shaq is already regressing. He's a 96 now, 31 years old, so he's kind of getting older, and we know Shaq didn't really age well in real life. Shaq is yet again going to win the MVP, his 3rd of his career, as he averages 32 a game, also 13 rebounds. Carmelo Anthony is going to win the Rookie of the Year, averaging 28 a game. The 6th man is going to go to Grant Hill. The DPOY is going to go to Tim Duncan, who actually never won in real life, but he was on the first team all defense. Kobe and Shaq both are going to make the all NBA first team. Kobe would end up averaging 36, 6, and 5 a game, even with Shaq on his team. Kobe's going to lead the NBA in scoring at almost 37 points per per game. Shaq was not far behind with 32. Tracy McGrady averaged 31. AI 29 a game. Vince Carter averaged 29. Melo averaged 28 as a rookie, which is very impressive. Timmy D averaged 24 and 15. For the assist side, let's take a look who led the NBA in assists. It was Jason Kidd. He averaged 21. And the Lakers yet again are going to grab the 1 seed as they go 64 and 18. San Antonio won 60 games. And we have a very heated matchup in the Western Conference Finals between the Lakers and the Spurs. Now, obviously, the Spurs were a dynasty in the 2000s. I mean, they got guys like Tony Parker, Richard Hamilton's on the team, Bruce Bowen, Tim Duncan, and of course, they would end up going down in 5 games as we absolutely dominated them. Kobe and Shaq put up monster numbers. I mean, look at this. Kobe had 41, Shaq 32. The next closest was 8. Nobody else scored in double figures for the entire game. They're shooting like 30 shots a game between the two of them. And we are yet again in the NBA Finals, this time up against the Orlando Magic, Shaq's former team, who have Tracy McGrady. Chris Bosh is there, but they don't really have anything else. So I am expecting an easy W here. Let's see if Shaq and the Lakers, also Kobe, can go on and win 5 NBA titles in a row. And the duo of Shaq and Kobe are just going to continue to absolutely dominate as they win 5 NBA titles in a row. Haven't lost a single game in the finals in over 3 straight years. That's insane. They might be the best NBA dynasty of all time. I mean, they're doing this in the 2000s. It's not the 60s or 50s with Bill Russell. It's not the 90s with Jordan. It's a much higher talented basketball league compared to what it was. I mean, it's always getting better. It's never been better now in 2024. The talent in the NBA is crazy. As Phil Jackson is going to lift that Larry O'Brien trophy yet again for the Lakers as the finals MVP for 5 years in a row, is going to go to Shaquille O'Neal. He might be one of the most dominant players of all time, but now he might be one of the best as well. Shaq is going to drop a casual 35, 14, and 2 in the closeout game. Kobe also had 27, so he did his thing. For the finals, Shaq is going to average 38 and 11. Charles Oakley has retired, as well as Karl 13 Malone. Horace Grant's gone. Mark Jackson is out of here. Somehow, Dwight Howard actually fell to the 5th pick to the New York Knicks. Kobe and Shaq are both a 96 overall, but are in different portions of their career. Shaq's 32 at the tail end of his prime, and Kobe really is never going to be better than he is right now, 26 years old, in the middle of his prime. Tim Duncan's going to end up winning the MVP, averaging 26 a game. The Rookie of the Year is going to go to Dwight Howard. The 6th man to Speedy Claxton. The DPOY also to Tim Duncan. Kobe and Shaq are still going to make the first team. Shaq averaged 29 and 11 a game. Meanwhile, Kobe, he would end up averaging 35. His back-to-back seasons averaging over 35 a game. That's insane. Obviously, Kobe's going to lead the NBA in scoring. Vince Carter averaged 30 a game. Shaq was not far behind. AI was there. Gilbert Arenas averaged 28. Tim Duncan 26. Chris Webber was there. Dirk as well. D Wade averaging 25. Where is LeBron James? There he is. LeBron averaging 24 a game. The Lakers yet again are going to grab the 1 seed as they go 55 and 27. Minnesota was a 2nd seed, winning 53 games. San Antonio is always going to be tough. The Milwaukee Bucks on the East, they're going to be the 1 seed, winning 57 games. Atlanta won 55. Obviously, we already know what's on the line here. 5 straight titles. Can we make it 6, or are we going to choke and not win 6 in a row? And we are actually going to get upset by the Phoenix Suns in round number 2 in Game 7, as the Magic are going to go on and win the NBA title. Tracy McGrady is going to average 35 in the finals and be the finals MVP as they swept the Suns. Hakeem Olajuwon has retired after 21 seasons. He was literally washed for like the last 4. CP3 is going to go 1st overall to the Nets. Kobe and Shaq are still a 96 overall apiece. Shaq's 33 now, while Kobe's 27. Tim Duncan yet again is going to win the MVP. The Rookie of the Year is going to go CP3. The 6th man to Oliver Houston. The DPOI also to Tim Duncan. That's back-to-back seasons, winning not only the MVP but also the Defensive Player of the Year. Shaq is going to end up making the first team as he averages 28 and 13 a game. Kobe, where is Kobe? He made the second team. What did he average here? 28, 7, and 5. Not bad at all. Honestly, probably should have been first team, but it is what it is, I guess. Melo is going to lead the NBA in scoring at 31 a game. Allen Iverson had 29. D Wade 28. Shaq, of course, was up there. LeBron finally averaging big numbers, 28 a game. Dirk is still there. He's consistent pretty much every single season. The Lakers would end up being the 5 seed as they go 52 and 30. Not as good as previous seasons, but the West is absolutely loaded. Phoenix Suns are the 1 seed, winning 58 games. On the East side, the Bulls won 57, as well as the Magic. Somehow the Lakers have found themselves in another NBA Finals matchup up against the Orlando Magic, who obviously have T-Mac. Chris Bosh is a lot better now. He's an 86 overall. Andrew Bogut is on the team. Mike Miller's there. So it should be a very hard matchup here in the finals. Let's see if Shaq and Kobe can go on and win not their 6th straight, but 6 NBA titles in their career. And they are going to get it done. Shaq and Kobe go on and win their 6th NBA title in their career. And I believe Shaq might end up winning his 6th finals MVP as they go down now as probably the greatest NBA duo in history. There's not really a question about it anymore. 6 NBA titles together. They went on a 5-peat as Phil Jackson gets another ring to his coaching career, probably going to go down as the greatest coach. And Kobe is going to take home the finals MVP over Shaq, his very first of his career. Kobe in the finals is going to end up averaging 28, 6, and 5 a game. Andrea Bargnani is going to go 2nd overall to the Hornets. Kyle Lowry's gone to the Magic. Rudy Gay to the Raptors. Rondo's going to be a Golden State Warrior. JJ Redick to the Jazz. Shaq now is really starting to fall off a cliff. I mean, he's still a 94 overall, but he's damn near 35 years old. So he's doing a lot better than he did in real life. Kobe is still in the prime, 97 overall, 28 years old. LeBron's going to end up winning his very first MVP of his career. The Rookie of the Year is going to go to Andrea Bargnani, the 6th man to Jason Kidd, and the DPOY yet again to Tim Duncan. Shaq's going to end up making the first team as he averages 25 and 13 a game. Meanwhile, Kobe, he's not going to make the 2nd or the 3rd team. Actually, he is on the 3rd team. He would end up averaging 27 a game, which is still very good. I mean, he did average 35 and 36 a couple years ago, but we can't expect that every single season. Melo yet again is going to lead the NBA in scoring, 32 points a game. T-Mac was not far behind with 29. D-Wade averaged 29. Kobe was up there. AI, Vince Carter, LeBron, who did win the MVP. The Lakers are going to end up being the 5 seed yet again as they go 46 and 36. The San Antonio Spurs damn near won 60 games. The Magic won 55 on the East. They're pretty good. They're basically running the East in the simulation. And somehow the Lakers got swept in round number 1 to the Clippers. As the Magic yet again go on and win the NBA title, Chris Bosh is going to win the finals MVP, averaging 31 a game. Penny Hardaway has retired. Shaq's former guard duo. NBA legend Greg Oden is going to go 1st overall to the Warriors. Kevin Durant fell to the Bucks. Marc Gasol has gone to the Wizards. Al Horford to the Mavs. Mike Conley to the Nets. Kobe is still sitting at a 97 overall. Shaq now is down to a 93. He is 35. He probably doesn't have that many years left in him. Still averaging 25 a game though. Putting up amazing numbers into his mid-30s, which he did not do in real life. LeBron's going to take home the MVP, the Rookie of the Year to KD, the 6th man to Brendan Roy, the DPOY again to Tim Duncan. I believe that's 3 in a row now. I mean, he's 31 years old, still pretty young. Still, oh my God. I didn't even realize the fact that we won 5 straight titles. Tim Duncan only has 1 title to his name, and he's 31 years old, so we are basically destroying the legendary career of Tim Duncan. Shaq and Kobe are both going to make the first team. Kobe averaged 29 a game, and Shaq, he would end up averaging still 25 and 11, putting up great numbers. The Lakers are going to end up being the 1 seed as we go 62 and 20, so we're finally back up there. Denver won 50 games in the West. On the East side, Miami went 65 and 17. We might have to meet one of those teams in the finals if we do make it out of the West. Obviously, the West is absolutely loaded. And yet again, the Lakers have made the NBA Finals, this time up against the Miami Heat, where Shaq actually got traded to in real life. They have Vince Carter on their team. 89 overall. He's going to be their best player, so we got to lock him down. They have a pretty good overall team, so it could be a challenge, but let's see if Shaq and Kobe can go on and win their 7th NBA ring as a duo. And unfortunately, the Heat are going to beat us in 6 games as Vince Carter is going to win the finals MVP. Kevin Love is going to go 1st overall to the Warriors. Russ has gone to the Hornets. D Rose to the Bobcats. Brook Lopez has gone to the Jazz. OJ Mayo to the Kings. Kobe is still going to be a 97 overall. Shaq's down at a 93. Kobe now finally hit the age of 30. And Shaq, I mean, amazingly enough, he's still a 93 at 36 years old, 335 pounds. LeBron is going to win his 3rd MVP, the Rookie of the Year to D Rose, a 6th man to Brendan Roy, and the DPOY is going to go to Dwight Howard for the very first time in his career. Either Shaq or Kobe are going to make the first team. On the second team, Shaq would make it as he averages only 21 and 10 a game. Might actually be falling off on the 3rd team. Kobe made it. He would average 25, 5, and 6. The Lakers are going to grab the 6th seed as they go 41 and 41, by far our worst record of the video so far. I mean, that is a 500 team. We have been a lot better than that throughout the entire video, and we would end up losing in the conference finals in Game 7 to the Houston Rockets. As the Raptors are going to go on and win their very first title, Devin Harris is your finals MVP. They won it way sooner than they did in real life. We're literally still in 2009, and the Raptors are NBA champions. What is going on? Nick Van Exel has retired, as well as Jalen Rose. Kobe dropped 81 on him, don't forget. James Harden is going to go 1st first overall to the Spurs. Blake Griffin's gone to the Suns. Steph Curry to the Pacers. Mar DeRozan to the Kings. Ricky Rubio's gone to the Pistons. Kobe's still a 97 overall. Shaq still somehow at 93, even though his stats really regressed last season. 37 years old, barely even walking at 300 pounds. Kobe, though, he's only 31. He's got many more years left in him. He averaged 25 a game last season, so still pretty good. Well, I guess LeBron decided to be LeBron. 4 MVPs in a row. The Rookie of the Year is going to go to Steph Curry. The 6th man to Brendan Roy. The DPOY also to LeBron. So I guess he's the best player in the NBA at this point. He is 25 years old, so he's in his prime. Shaq is going to end up making the second team as he averages 21 and 10 for a second season in a row. Kobe did not even make an All-NBA team this year, but he would still end up averaging 23 a game. Yeah, that's definitely a down season for Kobe. Lakers are going to grab the second seed as they go 50 and 32. The Utah Jazz were the 1 seed, winning 55 games on the East side. The Magic still dominating, and somehow we are actually back in the NBA Finals up against the Milwaukee Bucks, who have Ray Allen, Michael Redd, Kevin Durant's there. He's a 91 now, so that's definitely going to be a tall task for these old and washed LA Lakers. I mean, we're not washed if we're making the finals, but Shaq's only 93. Kobe still 97 overall, could help us, could lead our team to another title. Kobe did win the finals MVP last time, so let's see if he can go on and lead us to another NBA championship. And sadly, the Bucks are going to end up beating us in the finals. Kevin Durant's going to win the finals MVP, only averaging 22 a game, but it was enough to beat us. So Boogie Cousins is going to go first overall to the Celtics. John Wall's gone to the Cavs. Gordon Hayward to the Warriors. PG's gone to the Suns. Derek Favors gone to the Bobcats. All right, big fella, I think it's time to retire. Shaq's 38 years old. Still, though, he's a 93, so maybe not. He can still produce, averaging 21 and 10 a game. Kobe's still 97, 32 years old. KD is going to go ahead and win the MVP, the Rookie of the Year, to John Wall. The 6th man to Edgar Harrison. The DPOY to Andre Kirilenko, AK-47, going to take home that DPOY. Shaq is the only player on the Lakers to make an All-NBA team, as he averages only 18 and 9 a game. Kobe's going to only average 22, 5 and 5, so it seems like he's washed as well. Now, I did expect this out of Shaq. I mean, he is 39 years old, but Kobe's still 32, and he's only averaging 24 a game. The Lakers are still going to make the playoffs, though, as they grab the 6th seed, going 50 and 32. And we got dominated in the second round in 5 games to the San Antonio Spurs. As the Indiana Pacers are going to go on and win the NBA championship, Steph Curry is going to win the finals MVP. He's literally in his 2nd season of his career. He averaged 30 this year. And just like that, after 19 seasons in the NBA, Shaquille O'Neal has decided to retire. 39 years old. He's pretty much washed at this point. There's not much more to play for, as he's going to be a 6-time NBA champion, a 3-time MVP, 5-time finals MVP, which is the 2nd most all time. He's going to end up averaging 27, 12, and 3 for a career. Obviously, easily going to make the Hall of Fame. And poor Kobe's going to have to stay here on the Lakers, on this god-awful Lakers team. He's still a 96, but he's getting up there in age. And that is going to do it for this video, boys. Shaq and Kobe stay together for the rest of Shaq's career, which was like 9 more years into the future, when in reality he left in, I believe, 05 or 06 to the Heat. Now, they did end up staying together, and they would go on and win 6 NBA titles together instead of the 3 that they got in real life. We actually won 5 straight to start the video, which was insane. I mean, what else really is there to say? They are by far the greatest duo in NBA history, and I guess that's what would have happened if they did not feud in the 2000s and Shaq didn't get traded to the Miami Heat. They would have been the greatest NBA duo of all time. They still might be, honestly. I don't have those answers. Let me know in the comments what you'd like to see next. Thank you all for watching, and until next time, don't be silly. Wrap your willy.